Tommy Springfield, and I am the king of all things talk. And I have another great video for you today. We all love to call DJ Vlad the culture vulture, the rat, when it's true we know Vlad have fought to keep videos out the hands of the police. So today we have DJ Akademiks on Vlad telling us he worked with the police. Use a rat, homie. Let's get to the video.
You and WAC 100 have been debating recently.
Yeah. A lot of debates.
Yeah. Over the whole Big U, loose cannon situation, can you explain what the disagreement is over?
So, I don't know. You know, that case has gotten, like, very weird. I've always thought, and I don't think WAC understood me when I was trying to explain it to him at first, but if you ever get to do what they call content with WAC, he doesn't do it with you necessarily, but there's a clubhouse style of, let me just overtalk to just get to my point, and it kind of loses out on the actual conversation or debate. But I personally have realized at this point it's a tactic. So here was my original theory, right? I said, our Big U and them just got picked up. Mm-hmm. You know, no one knew this. You didn't even know this. Back in the day when 6ix9ine got picked up, they came and talked to me. They pulled up to Complex, and they came to talk to me. And
so, follow. He was working at Complex. 6ix9ine got arrested, and the feds came to him. Follow, pay attention now.
What had happened was that I posted a video that was from 6ix9ine, and that video showcased the crime. I didn't record the video, whatever, but I posted it. They wanted to say to me, hey, you're not in trouble. By the way, we have all his phones, but we have to do our due diligence. We want the original video. The video I posted had my watermark on it. They wanted the full video. I did post the whole video. There was nothing that was like cropped out or whatever. They didn't want the watermark. Also, they wanted to see if maybe there was more at the end, more at the beginning. Eventually, I worked with a lawyer. We gave him the video.
Eventually, I worked with the police and I became a rat. I gave up the video. Now, he's going to make all type of excuses, but we're going to see Vlad say, nah, that ain't true. And then he try to play Vlad like Vlad doesn't know what he's talking about. No, DJ Akademiks is a rat. He works with the feds. He's telling you.
Through understanding what they wanted, they were very stern and strict. They said, hey, listen, we could do this the easy way. We only want the video. Or we could put you in a grand jury, we'll subpoena you, and now you're in a gang indictment against one of these crazy ass gangs, and you're gonna have to be up there on that grand jury being subpoenaed, and who knows if you get involved in the case.
So, if you don't know what he's saying is, I'm a bitch ass nigga. Once they said lock me up and throw me in gang indictments, I gave up the video. I'm a rat ass nigga. Yes, I sit on the internet and I talk tough and I ask people to box and I tell people I box them and I talk tough. But when them feds come, I'm a bitch ass nigga and I'm a fucking rat.
Case. Nobody wants to do that. We thought about possibly not giving the video over. It was very clear they had the video. First of all, the video was out online.
Well, yeah, when it comes to cases, they need the source file.
Yes.
They can't just take a copy from Instagram.
Yes.
Yeah, same thing happened to me with the Jimmy Henchman case.
Now you heard Vlad, he's telling them they need the source file. They can't just take something from the internet. So listen to how Vlad deals with the feds.
Yeah.
They had my interview,
except you said no.
I said no. I fought it. I spent 10 grand. They couldn't get it.
Yeah.
So Vlad spent the money, 10 grand. He couldn't get it. This fat motherfucker probably spent more than 10 grand with his lawyer, and he still gave it up because he's a fat piece of shit.
It was gonna be worth the headache, and also if you understand how the feds work. They're looking at you because even when we went in eventually and not only did we turn over the video, they asked a few questions. And
So not only did he give up the video, he answered a few questions, folks. He's a rat, but this is he's the king of the media. He's this, he's that. No, he's with the fucking federal government, folks.
And I remember they were asking some ridiculous questions of like, you ever seen this guy shoot somebody? I'm like, no. And they essentially asked...
You telling us you said no. That's what you telling us.
Essentially said after the end, yeah, every time you've ever hung out with 6ix9ine, I was watching it. There was one officer who was deputized, an NYPD guy. He was deputized as feds.
Look, he know all his co-workers. Yeah, he was deputized. He was an NYPD worker, but he was deputized here because you was a part of that American team, and you still are. So all you dumb motherfucking rappers that go sit on DJ Akademiks, he just sat here and on Vladtv and told y'all he worked with the police. If they come, he's giving up the information. But watch Vlad's response.
Working for the Southern District of New York. What that told me, the feds knew everything, right? What also, just given a video they already had, why we also did that is that you didn't want to make it difficult. You didn't want them to start interpreting things in a different way. Mm-hmm. I hung out with 6ix9ine a good amount of times. No time that he was ever doing crime. No time that he was ever plotting a crime. However,
so if you was never with him with no crimes, there was never nothing for you to swag. You didn't have to give up the video. Vlad spent 10 grand. I guarantee you spent more than 10 talking to your lawyer and you still gave it up.
The feds have their ways. And the Southern District of New York, it wasn't worth playing hardball with them.
I did.
Okay?
Watch Vlad.
Yeah.
And
although I did play hardball with the Southern District of New York.
Well,
and I won.
And he won. But watch how DJ Akademiks, because he know he's a rat, and he like, oh shit. Watch how he try to change what Vlad say or downplay what Vlad say. Vlad didn't give up no video, bruh.
You didn't win. I mean, you might think you won because, again, whatever they're asking for, they have.
Right.
Right? Like,
well, it wasn't being able... I stopped them from using it in Jimmy Henchman's appeal trial. So he was still found guilty.
Hold on. Did they ever reference it? Again, they would have had the trial just as is if they never got the video from me.
Right.
They already have the video, right? I'm pretty sure they have your...
But they can't use it. Because...
See, he's telling you they couldn't use the video because I own the source file and I refuse to give it up. But because you're a rat and you gave it up, you trying to tell Vlad he don't know what he talking about when he done been through it.
Without the source file.
Well, no.
It's not usable.
So they weren't able to use any of your interviews, even the ones public?
No.
Okay, well, that might be different.
No. I took those videos down. Jimmy asked me to take them down the day after they went up. I took them down.
So they didn't have a copy?
They had a copy because people had reposted it, but they needed my original, and I said no. Without the original, it can't be used in the case.
That's not true.
No, it is true. It's out.
So there you have it. DJ Akademiks is a rat. He's trying to tell Vlad what he know. He's trying to tell Vlad what he been through because you gave it up. Your lawyer gave you shitty advice. You a rat, and now you admitting to be rat. Like I say over here, I present you with the facts. I give you my opinion on those facts. And if you like how I do that, click that like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, click all so you can get notifications. If you're a supporter of the channel, much love goes and respect goes out to you. I salute. And if you one of these haters and a rat that's working with the feds like DJ Akademiks, cut the shit. That part.